What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny again. Wanted to make a video, update my progress, talk about a few of these stocks I'm in right now. Had kind of a mixed bag yesterday. First of all, let me just say I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a truck driver driving across the country, researching and trading stocks, and I will not be held responsible for any moves you make in the stock market. I'm not your mama. Hit that subscribe button. Keep the channel growing, guys. We're up to 1,100 now. Let's keep it going. Hit that subscribe button. Mash on it. Like the video. And leave me a comment below. Tell me how your day was yesterday. So, man, SunPower, guys. Ticker symbol SPWR. I jumped into it. Had a big old drop down to 44. Was trading up around 55. Had a big old drop and I jumped into it trying to get a swing trade. And just my luck, yesterday, right after they announced some good news, just Morgan Stanley dropped their price target, downgraded them, articles started coming out about bad stuff, and they started tanking. So, down on that one, all right, about $200 almost. It's trying to come back a little bit this morning in the pre-market. We'll see what happens. You know, this stock, it's a good stock in my opinion, but it's really heavily shorted. So I can just see, you know, these articles just start piling up yesterday after Morgan Stanley. Who knows if they have a short position in the company? I don't really know. I just know that the short interest is really high on this company. And, you know, after that downgrade, they lowered their price target and all that stuff. All these articles just started piling up and just covering up that good. They just released a new monitoring system or something. A good article came out, and then just almost immediately, articles started piling up on top of that, saying stay away from it and everything else. You know, so it was just a bad luck deal. It happens. I still haven't made a decision if I'm going to jump out of it when it hits, when and if it hits 10 or 15%. It's almost there already. So I hadn't really decided if I'm going to stick around and wait for it to come back up or not. We'll just have to see. Astra, HOL, ticker symbol HOL, Helicity, the merger with Astra. Big jump yesterday. It ended about like 11% up, but a couple points during the day, it was up over 20. I mean, I'm up pretty good in that one. And, you know, I don't know how long I'll hold it. I may sell it when I hit about 200, 250 in profit, or I may hold on to it till a little bit longer. Just have to see what it looks like going forward. CLNE. Lost a little bit of ground, but it's come back even more in the pre-market this morning. It was down 0.27% on the day yesterday, and it's up 2.54% in the pre-market. CLII, man, it's just not catching on like I'd like for it to. It's up in the pre-market, you know, roughly about how far it was down yesterday. And I'm really high conviction in that trade, and I don't really know why it's not catching on, and I'm wondering if there's something that I'm missing, or if it's just like still waiting on something to happen. I'm not really understanding why it hasn't caught on, to be honest with you. I believe, if I remember correctly, there was one of those bogus short seller lawsuit things trumped up on it, so that could have something to do with it. I'm still hanging out in it. I'm not down far enough to, I'm down a little bit in it. You know, it's not insignificant, but it's not really down far enough for me to be scared of it yet. I really think that one should jump up to 30 or 40, man. So I'm just still hanging out in it, waiting on it. OEG was up some yesterday. I think it ended down maybe. Let me just look real quick here. It ended even yesterday, and it's down a little bit in the pre-market. That one, I pulled out more than my original original investment, and I'm just letting it ride. It's only got about $200 actually in it, less really if you consider that I took more than my original investment, and I'm just letting it ride. It was up 120% is about what I'm up on it right now. So I'm just letting that one ride. Enphase is slowly coming back up to where it was before it had its correction, and then it had announced acquiring a company, and that typically will make a stock drop temporarily and come back up. So, I'm still up significantly in it, but I'm not back to that $500-600 profit range I was in. That one is more of a longer term hold for me, although I am considering, once it comes back up into that 210 to 220 range, I may sell it, wait for a correction to start over. We'll just have to see. I like to lock in the profits, guys. The market has been acting weird still. I mean, even though we've had some green days in the market overall, the types of stocks that I look at have been still volatile and trading weird, up and down, and trading in ways that I don't expect them to be trading. So I'm not, my brain and my instincts are kind of telling me that I need to start thinking about my strategy and thinking about if I maybe need to make some changes. I'm trying to be patient. Patience is really important, but at the same time, I don't want to get caught with my pants down. And I think that loss in AMC has something to do with what's going on in my brain with everything, and I'm trying to. I think I just need to overcome that and keep plugging on. But like I said, I'm considering changing strategies and stuff. I'm just going to have to let that AMC loss settle in and try to climb my way back from it and just see where we are. Going forward. It's only been a week since the market's been acting weird, so I'm trying to be patient with it. Planet 13, guys. Okay, every time Jeremy, financial education, in the past, okay, every time he makes one of these big videos pumping Planet 13, it jumps, all right? And he just made a video this morning, so I'm looking to see what happens with that when the market opens. It's an OTC stock, so the tracking on my charts is not accurate. It's like 5 minutes behind or something like that. So I watch it in real time on my Fidelity just as it updates. But I'm expecting Planet 13 to get a jump today. A lot of times after he makes that video, what'll happen is a bunch of day traders will jump in there and they'll start running it up in the mornings, and then it'll taper off slowly throughout the day, and it'll do that for a few days. So if it has a big jump this morning, I may sell it. I've only got 100 shares of it, but if I get a decent profit on it in the morning, I may sell it, look to buy back into it tomorrow or later in the day or something. If we start getting these big swings like what happens a lot when he makes a video about it, I may make a couple of plays on it. We'll just see. Have to see what happens when the market opens. That's the ticker symbol for that is PLNHF. I like that stock a lot as a long-term investment, but as we know, I don't do a lot of long-term investing in my Roth IRA, and I kind of bought into it. I could have got it lower. I didn't anticipate, of course, none of us did, this big pullback that we've had. And so it's just now back up to around my cost basis. But if I could catch a big dip on it, I'd probably hold a couple hundred shares of it long term. I'd like to get some in my long-term account, but you can't buy it on Webull because it's an OTC stock. So that makes it difficult. Even though I would like to have it in that long-term account, I can't put it in there. So, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Another thing I was trying to trade, I was thinking about buying some warrants on the Astra, the HOL stock yesterday, and I went to try to look into buying it on my Roth, and Fidelity won't let me buy warrants. And I checked it on another one too, and it won't let me buy warrants. And I called them, but they had me on hold for too long, and I ended up being in a spot where I had to get off the phone. I may try to call them again today to see what the deal is with that. If anybody knows why it is that Fidelity won't allow me to buy warrants, I'd like to know. It could potentially be because it's in a Roth IRA and maybe they don't let you do that in there. Or, I mean, I don't really know, to be honest with you, what the reasoning is, but I think that other people are able to buy warrants on Fidelity. So, you know, if anybody has the answer to that, leave it down in the comments. But yeah, I just wanted to leave an update and talk some about the stocks that I'm in and where I'm at with them. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, hit that subscribe button, mash on it for me, like the video, and leave me a comment below, especially if you know about that Fidelity situation. Thanks for watching, guys.